It's day 11 of quarantine, day 11. Let me tell you something about my day, okay? I wake up, the first thing my kid says to me is, "Hey, are you 43 years old?" So that's what type of day it's gonna be, huh? I'm 32, by the way. So anyways, if you didn't know, my kid's grounded, no electronics. If you don't parent that way, that's fine. That's what I do. When he misbehaves, we take away electronics. And each time he does something bad, the time gets higher. He's at 5 days and 3 hours. So anyways, after he ages me like 12 years, I see that my dog, she shit on the floor. See, it's a whiteout, it's snowing. My dog does not shit outside in the snow or rain. And she's a Newfoundland. She's meant for snow. She's built for it. And when I first wake up, I call it my Lana Del Rey phase, okay? Because I'm anxious, I'm kind of cynical, but I also feel like I'm gonna be teleported into like a different dimension. Like I just haven't gotten my sea legs yet. So I go to pick up the shit, right? And my kid, poof, swift like a fox. He waits for any chance and he sneaks and he goes steals the remote, the TV remote. That's why I've been walking around with it in my damn pocket. So anyways, to top it all off, the plow guy, he doesn't show up this morning. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, it's a snowstorm, and he's not there. Like, he didn't show up. Like, it's a miracle my husband was able to get our tiny little sedan out of the driveway. But I'm like, fuck it, whatever, what can you do? He shows up at 11 a.m. I'm dancing in my kitchen to A$AP Rocky. I hope he didn't see. But judging that he didn't get here till 11, I mean, he probably had a wild night, so he probably understands. Then my kid, he says, you know, he wants to talk to my husband. He wants to FaceTime Eli. It's Eli's break, his lunch break. I'm like, all right, so I dial my husband. I say, hey, somebody wants to talk to you. He's like, hey, how are you? You know, to the kid. Do you know what my kid says? What? What? Like he was getting bothered and he's the one that told me to call. He still keeps asking me if I'm a circle head, and now he says this because he wants to follow it with an insult, because he'll say, hey, are you a circle head? And I say, I guess, am I a circle head? He'll say, no, you're an egghead. So obviously a lot of this behavior is just because my son is bored. He's bored out of his mind, like quarantine isolation, it's boring as shit. He wants to see his friends, he wants to go out. I totally understand, but that does not excuse bad behavior. But anyways, because he's so bored, like he wants to go anywhere. He wants to go to school, he wants to go to speech therapy, occupational therapy, anything to get out of the house. Except he keeps going around yelling, I need therapy! He means OT and speech, but he's running around the house, I need therapy! Me too, kid, me too.